real. It's very real, and it's likely madness. The president and his team, they have made clear they want Greenland. Yes, force still remains down the list of possible options, but they're not ruling it out. And right now, they've activated a National Guard unit in Alaska. If you look, a lot of the DOD, DHS, social media imagery right now is all like troops in winter, sort of foreboding Greenland type imagery, perhaps. Anne Applebaum, there are no Republicans in Congress, at least not yet publicly really putting themselves in front of this. Privately, they're communicating, hey, we don't think this is a great idea. They're trying to suggest to him, the president, what is at risk here? That even this push, even if ultimately he backs down, that it is so straining the alliances in Europe that they will never recover. They will never really be the same. And I think that's worth underscoring here, is just what would fundamentally change, Anne, if this indeed does go, if the president makes this push for Greenland, if he defies these European leaders, if he shatters NATO, just how actually that would change life for Americans, including those who voted for Donald Trump.
So let's think ahead. What would it look like if the United States were to forcibly occupy Greenland? U.S. troops would land there, the Marines would come in, they would kill some Danes, maybe some Americans would die. And then what would they do the next day? I mean, if they were Russians, they would arrest all the politicians, they would shoot people for speaking Danish in the street, they would have a fake referendum to rubber stamp their presence. Is that what Americans are going to do? What is it going to look like? How are we going to force Danish people to become American? How are we going to take over their healthcare system? We're going to say no more Danish healthcare. Now you have to sign up for the ACA. I mean, think through the steps of what this looks like. Think about the disaster it would create, and then think about what some of the retaliation might look like. Europeans own lots of American bonds. Europeans have lots of American investments. American companies do enormous amount of business in Europe. Europe is our biggest trading partner. The traffic that goes back and forth, tourist traffic, traffic in goods and services and financial services and tech, is the largest in the world. This is our most important trading partner. If you're going to do a crazy violent action that you are not even able to explain the reasoning for, and you're going to insist on doing it despite being asked repeatedly not to, then you will create a huge counter reaction, and then that will have effects elsewhere as others around the world, both friends and enemies, look at the United States and assess, right, this is not a serious country anymore.
And still I had on